Okay, welcome. This is Brian Hagan from Purposeful Foam Rolling. So the other day, or yesterday as a matter of fact, we talked about how do we add more weight into our foam rolling routine. So how do we get our body to work deeper into the foam roller, the foam balls, myofascial balls, that type of stuff. But today what I want to do is talk about why we would want to do that. Why would we want to go deeper into the muscles? Well, one of the areas I kind of showed how to go deeper was the back. So I'm going to show you why this is so important. I'm going to be using a book here called The Trail Guide to the Body. This is actually the second edition. And it's the illustrations in this book are by Andrew Biel, so B-I-E-L. But I want to show you all the muscles that are in your back and why that's important. And we want to be able to go deeper and deeper with the foam roller, foam balls, myofascial balls. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to talk about one muscle in particular in the back, and it's one of three. So here, let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, we can see this is the picture of the back, and we have the lats here. We have the it's a big gigantic thing called the ponderosus. It's a big connective tissue in your back. And all of this, you have the trapezius muscle. So there's a lot of muscles superficially right in the back of of our body, right in the back. Very superficial stuff there. The trapezius, the lats. Others might know the rhomboids. But then just underneath that level, we have these the group of muscles that I'm going to talk about today called the erectors. So here we go. These are your erectors. So this is underneath the muscles that the superficial muscles, like the second layer down. You can see the erectors right here. They actually go all the way up to the base of your skull, which is pretty amazing. So again, here's this big patch of it's called an ponderosus, big tendinous patch down in your lower back. And again, these are things that we want to get looser. We don't want these muscles tight because this is what gives us a lot of back problems. Now we have another layer underneath that, and I'll talk about that another day, but I'm going to show you the picture real quick. Now this is the third layer. This is down onto the vertebrae themselves. So here we go. You can see these little crisscross muscles right in here, and they're deep. They're deep, 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 right onto the bone of the vertebrae. And that's why we need to foam roll our back. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the second layer. And that second layer is called the erector muscles. So again, that's these guys right there. All right. These are called the erectors. And there's three of them on each side of your body. So three on your left, so three on your right, and three on your left. The one in the middle is called longissimus, and that's the one that we want to talk about today. Because all three of these muscles can get tight and angry, and all three of these have their own little pain patterns that they create. This one's kind of unique too. All right. I'm actually going to bring, actually I don't have that list here, but I'm going to show you the pain patterns on Mr. Manny here. So right off the bat, you kind of see this orange right up in here. This is the full length of the muscle. It goes all the way up to the base of your skull right here. This is called the mastoid process. And it's actually connecting into the back of your neck right in here. So Mr. Manny would have these little spots off here, just like that, going right into the vertebrae of your neck, the outside portions of the vertebrae of your neck. And they're also connecting into the rib cage right up here, into the ribs. So this is a very long muscle. So again, for longissimus, you have one on the right, one on the left, but you also have another muscle in between this and the spine and on the outside of this muscle, more further out onto the ribs. So what do these muscles do? Well, when they're working together on both sides of your spine, they're literally pulling your body up, what we call erect, right? So if I'm bending over and I go to stand up, these are the muscles that are pulling me up, that are helping me stand erect, okay? These muscles also will pull us to one side. We call this lateral